Hello everyone. Today we get to do another Satisfactory stream, and we are going to just go through tiers 5, 6 and if possible even get to tier 7. We'll see for now, but off stream since last time I actually managed to get a lot of things done. I cleaned up the absolute mess that was the factory, just fully tidied everything to an absurd degree, to the point where it's so tidy you are not making heads or tails of it. But it gets the job done, and it is organized as long as you don't have to look for specific things in there. You should be more or less able to figure things out. Like everything is just neatly separated, to put it simply. So now I have sent out the Discord notifications so we can just get started. And I got as much things done off stream as I could, to a reasonable degree of course. So Space Elevator is ready to launch. I did all the optional milestones. I got a bunch of extra hard drives. Now, heads up for anyone that wasn't watching last time. We are playing randomized for nodes, so the nodes are random. Power requirements are 1/4 and Space Elevator are 1/4. But how much each resource costs in general to craft is just the same as vanilla. So with that said, let me show the factory. I replaced my old concrete production with just this temporary thing for now. I'm just waiting to get to the next tier so I can unlock a certain alt. Then I have started making use of the coal nodes 1 and 2. I also was about to start with this, but kinda never got around to it. These are just sitting here with reanimated some, since I have done quite a few upgrades. Also, I built the big platform around the space elevator, so really cool stuff. I had the idea last stream, since we are playing in the big open field area, and I thought, okay, how about I just build around the space elevator, and it just came out really nice. This I can probably close the gap with a conveyor hole. Now, not all the machines are working because I have some stalled. This is so that as soon as we get the MK3 drill, I can immediately switch them on and not have to change anything. It's already set. It's like future proof, essentially. Here we have the reinforced plates being deposited. I have quite a few. I'm producing, I think, 37 and a half per minute, which is quite a lot. Then here I just have a very temporary motors setup, because I remember that for the next years we'll need a lot of motors, and I still had a bunch of rotors from when I dismantled the factory and a bunch of stators. So I'm just burning through them real quick. Then here I have a kind of temporary setup for encased industrial beams, because we also will be needing a lot of these. It's basically 2 machines here. Here, as soon as I get better conveyor belts, these 2 machines go poof, and we just stay with this one. I already have the feedback loop ready, but because I'm basically stuck with the 270 conveyor belt, very limited. Now this is my production for the plates. I'm making them with this recipe. Basically, I'm avoiding making things directly with iron. If I can make them through steel in the foundry, I will go for that. So we make these, then they come out and they go into these machines. But again, we are limited on the screws specifically, because the conveyor belts just can't keep up. And like here. Temporarily, let's upgrade that. Anyways, so yeah. And I'm leaving it like this so I can fill the box and let the machines back up. I'll keep 400 on me for now. Then this with the smelters in the back, this with the smelters here, and these with the smelters here are basically identical setups. They are all already prepared. Half the machines aren't running, and one is running at less overclock, so that I can just max them out as soon as I get the better drills. And besides just upgrading the belts, I don't have to do anything, which is going to be really nice. So I did all the work ahead of time, essentially. Anyways, so with that said, here, encased industrial beams, which I will need. Additionally, we have another floor above. This is just empty. This is where the oil related stuff is going to go. I have an oil node right here, and I have another here. So 1, 2, and one just over there. Literal very close. So 3 pure oil nodes. We got really lucky with that, so I don't have to go far from base. However, I did have to go very far for Caterium. So for Caterium I had to build this platform. We found the Caterium last stream, but it was really far away and I just didn't have enough concrete to build to it. So we keep going and going and going. Big bridge. Now here I'm leaving it like this in case I need to build out towards there or something, or towards there. Because towards there, there's a bunch of other nodes that might potentially be useful. Now, I kinda hate this glitching effect, but there's no real way to rotate the platforms, and I hate that. Like, there's no corner piece. Like, there is the... what is it? There is this piece, which might seem like it's okay, but then you cannot attach to it because it's different length. I really wish there was a piece that was a proper corner, just so you can turn so you can turn 45 degrees. Anyways, we go in the cave. I actually filled the cave up with platforms just to make it look cooler, more factory, really. Like more like a factory. Also, I forgot the power slug back here. Now, normally this cave is just filled with boss spiders, like boss stingers, and is a some pure node. But it turned out to be a pure Caterium node because of the randomizer. And yeah, but we are producing a bit too much. Like, I'm making 80 wires per minute, and then I have 5 machines making 150 quick wire per minute, because I plan to use it for a lot of alt recipes. Problem is, the conveyor belts can't keep up. So what I'm going to do is just upgrade these two with the Mark IV as soon as we unlock them. So with that said, that's pretty much what I've done. Oh, I have one more part I haven't shown, so let's just shortcut directly over. And I am playing an advanced game settings save file because mods don't work and I'm way too used to having flight mode. It just feels awful without it. Anyways, that thing over there is my other production facility. So it has two main parts. One is a pure quartz node. This is going to be crystal oscillators. I already have the machines and I'm producing a whole bunch. So I have everything here. Then the tiny bit left over, raw quartz, is just going to be made into silica. So I can just craft stuff with it, like just decorations, like these things, to just make the base prettier. I will have a silica production later on during tier 7 because we'll need it for alumina, but for now it's fine. And then this facility is just set up for concrete. Temporarily I'm doing this setup for concrete just to have some, because I can't get the alt recipe just yet. I'm going to get the alt recipe after we do the space elevator. So with that said, I'm going to just grab a bit of concrete to have, and then we go and flip the switch on the space elevator. So priorities: unlock oil, here is the third node. With 3 pure oil nodes I think we'll be fine. So all the milestones here are done. We are just going 5 and 6, and I should have most of the things already. Let me actually go up, do it from here.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 2 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 2 will be completed and the construction dock will be constructed.
Annoying a lot of the time.
After completion of Phase 2, the technologies of Tiers 5 and 6 will become available in the hub.
Now, jetpack is kinda useless when we have flight mode.
Previous experience,
if it was available at like tier 3 or 4 when you get solid biofuel,
oil production,
I'd say it's fine, but like
the jetpack, and many more.
By this point,
completing Phase 3 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. Just remember to focus on producing and delivering the project parts, and fix its faith in you.
And I can't remember if they changed how the jetpack works to where you can just use fuel continuously, or if you have to land every time to renew the fuel, like he used to do. Anyways. For the next launch, I'm going to actually sit on top just to show how it will just send you to space and die. Phew.
Phase 2 of Project Assembly completed. You have been performing more adequately under pressure and are closer than ever to saving the day. Perhaps you were the right choice for the job. Time will tell. You will now enter Phase 3 of Project Assembly. Continue as you are, and there should be no issue. For humanity. For Fix-It.
I'm just waiting for it to get built. And... Alright. Let's do the milestones. Again, I should be able to breeze through a bunch of them. But I need to be careful what I'm unlocking. Oil processing first. This is the easy one to unlock. I need steel pipes. I might have forgotten to save up steel pipes. I know I have some here, but not enough. So I'm going to make a very temporary facility. Alright, this will do. For steel pipes we need 2 constructors. Max overclock. Then splitter. Alright. And let's just chuck them in this box for now. Should have remembered to do this sooner. Going to grab some from here and some from here, just to front load the machines. And we should be fine. Here I also have steel beams for when I need them. As a matter of fact, let's just grab a few. It's set to always break even, so it will just be going 40-41, maybe a 42. It basically gains 0.25 every minute. Okay. Silica. Might as well spend the time preloading a bunch of the stuff, so I need some more motors. Dismantle that since we don't need it. I'll grab these, leave behind half the rotors. From this point on, we'll be using motors more than rotors. Now, logistics, I really need this, so we'll get the rubber in. Frames, how many? Alright, I have the resources, might as well get started on frames too. For frames, I plan to use the... I can't remember the name, it's... it's the recipe that uses the pipes. I think I have it here. Steel pipe. This one. Assembler. More or less the recipes are equally efficient. And we have a lot of this, so I'm going to put the assembler down. Put it here. This is only temporary until I can improve production. Splitter and splitter. And where is it? Here. Then we max overclock, copy, paste. So we'll be making 15 a minute, very respectable amount. We are barely going to make a dent in our production of the reinforced plates. I'm just going to straight up pull the conveyor like this. Just getting things done, essentially. Then I need power. And we are set. So this will produce frames. Let's chuck them in this box right here. Unless I also have some frames lying around. I think I've used them all up because I was crafting a bunch of stuff with them. Anyways. So we are producing 50, 100, and we are burning. Okay, so we have a surplus of 50 per minute. We can beef it up though, since I have another 1.5 machine essentially, so copy these, put them backwards because I didn't check. I really enjoy being able to daisy chain things. Anyways, so I need that's it here. This works. This works. Doesn't matter if it's pretty or not. The point is to just fill things up as quickly as possible, so we can do the milestones. Speaking of which, let's see what the other milestones are. I should have more or less most things. Okay, I have the encased industrial beams, so let me go fetch them. They are in this box. I've been making them for a while. They're slow to make, but I will be needing a lot. Then I will be needing this. So this goes in, this goes in. Then rubber and plastic, which I have actually found a ton of through crash sites. And I have been saving them up. So we get the fuel generator.
Milestone reached. It is my honor and privilege to inform you that the fuel-powered generator, as well as the industrial fluid buffer, are now available. Due to a lack of gold in your sector, Deuterium will serve as a suitable replacement to construct the fuel-powered generator. Your research into this element was valuable.
About the wait time.
You in particular are my most
It used to be
valuable
possible
pioneer,
to
but don't tell the
preload
others I
things
said that. It would be bad for
machines.
morale.
Anyways, at least this buys us time to get this oil processing. As soon as we get this, I chuck a hard drive in to start getting the alt recipes I need. So, we have 10 minutes of wait time. What do we do to pass the time? Honestly, since I have them, I might go start building them. I'll need a quick wire, which obviously I have over here, and in heaps. Just need to make some room. I'll just suck these back in for now. I also need to go fetch from over here some of these for the milestone. I need 1000, but I also need a bunch for the generators and the refineries, so I'll just grab this much. We should be fine. Then we'll just have to do a little bit of math to see how many generators we need. I haven't pre-calculated anything. I have looked some stuff up, but like I haven't actually pre-calculated things because I don't like doing it. I like doing it as a puzzle during playtime. So fuel, Okay. I guess... it won't let me find it in the codex. Okay, so this one that we did... oh, it does not give us fuel. Okay, so this gives us fuel. That's why it's not showing. So we select this. Or do we do logistics? I'll have the stuff for this first. So let's do this. By now I should already have enough pipes. Yeah, I have. Alright, so this here, as annoying as it will be to bring the fluids up here, will be where we'll have the oil power. So fuel generator is about this big. It's a chunky fella. So this, if I remember correctly, burns 45 fuel a minute. I will, while waiting, I will check the wiki just to make sure, since I would do it through the game, but it's not showing up yet. So yeah. All right. So it burns at the rate of 20 per minute, but that's 20 times 2.5, so 50 per minute. Alright, so 50 per minute, and then we need to calculate how much fuel we can get with the heavy oil residue. I'm not using alts for rubber and plastic, I'm going straight for half rubber, half plastic. Although for rubber I might do petroleum coke and do an isolated thing, because there's a nice recipe there for circuit boards, saving some resources. So let's see. For fuel, we'll have to make it from residual fuel. Sadly, we cannot get diluted fuel until 2 more tiers. So we'll have 120 heavy oil residue, I believe. Okay, so assuming a pure node is 240, right? It is, yes, 240, and overclocks to 600, but let's go with 240 for now. Or actually no, so we go 600. Let's calculate this. I'll just do this in game. So if you press N, anything you type here will be counted as a calculation. It's not just to set things up. So let's see. So let's say we have 600 crude oil, and we split it half and half. So we can produce rubber and plastic with it. So plastic makes less heavy oil residue than rubber, but basically we turn 30 oil to 20 plastic or 20 rubber. So if we go half and half, that means 200 plastic, 200 rubber, which means 300 heavy oil residue. Then the heavy oil residue becomes fuel at the rate of 6 to 4. So we just divide by 3 and multiply it by 2. So that's 200, so 4 fuel generators. Let's get them set up. 4 fuel generators at max capacity. I don't really care about power that much, because I'm playing with reduced power requirements. Alright, there we go. More like... I want to pass the pipe through here. So what I'm going to do is align it, hold, and then go 1, 1, and 1 back. Then we'll do the same in the back. And now we have just enough time, just enough room to pass the pipe through here, because if we bring it from here, there is always the chance that if it doesn't have full pressure, it will not fully feed the generators at the end. So with that said, paste, 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 and they are ready. I do like how they've added this pipe here, the T pipe. Alright. Now just to make sure we have enough room, yes. Then I need another T pipe right in the middle. And this setup is just ready. Like we said, this will be using 200 oil total. Therefore, this should be good enough of a pipe. We don't need to unlock the better pipes for this. And this is ready. Now the pod is about to come back, so let's go do the next milestone. Also, because of the platform, it literally phases through. Oh wait, I need to go grab the pipes. This goes in. Alright. Now, oil processing. So, that's done. Next, logistics definitely
Milestone
needed.
reached. Crude oil
And
can now be
finally,
extracted and
we
refined to
need
produce various industrially beneficial parts. The
this can wait.
byproducts of these processes will require careful management, but a capable pioneer such as
we
yourself
need
surely understands
this.
that. To
Next.
improve efficiency,
Now,
pipelines can now
normally
be
you
optimized with
would
valves
need
to
to
limit and
unlock
balance
the other
their
thing
throughput.
for heavy modular
These were
frame.
initially left out
I thought I
because
had-
Fixit did not want to overwhelm pioneers with complex pipeline management, but they have since been re-added after my impassioned defense
I'll
of
just set here up. So, I thought I had saved up enough, but I guess I didn't because I researched a whole bunch of things in the mom here. That's kinda bad. Because now to get the heavy modular frames, we need to get this first to unlock it as a part. Oh well, for now, let's go with the original plan, which is this. So we need 400. Let's see. How many can I fit in the inventory? I have 100, 200, 300. Okay, by the time the pod is back, we'll have enough. Besides that, we have exactly 1,000. Let's see, which node do I start with? We have, what is it? We have one node here. We have one node over here and one node over here. I think I'll start with the one over there. So let's go. Production, oil extractor. I need to align it as well as possible. And then I need walls. Let's go with the see-through wall. Or do I go with a different design? These are the designs I have unlocked so far. I think the see-through is the better one. And let's see, logistics. Okay, to 40 per minute. Let's go to 300 for now, and this is specifically so we can just straight up double it next. So I'll just build double for now, and then split it after when we have the better stuff. Okay, I need to unlock something real quick. I don't have coupons, okay. What can I get rid of? Honestly, I can get rid of wires. Don't need many tickets. So let's get rid of these. I can always just go fetch more. I have the production line right over here just sitting idle because I don't need these things for now. So we pick up 1200, then this is wires. We pick up one stack just to have it, and then let's go 3 stacks cables. No, 2 stacks are enough. And I'll instead grab an extra stack of these. Alright, so what I need to unlock is the wall mount for pipelines, because I guess I don't have it yet. Now it's going to take a while, because we're just sinking very cheap items. Let's see how much does it cost. So I need a pipeline wall attachment, this thing, so we need 2 tickets. I don't think it will take that long. But do I have something a bit more expensive to sink? Maybe some quick wire. To put in 1 stack. Alright. We have 1 coupon, we are just waiting on the next coupon. All these should get me about 3 coupons, so maybe just over the 4th one. But that's fine. So I plan to just go up and up and up. For pipeline pumps, we have the Mark 1. Do we have the ability to unlock the Mark 2? It should be here. Pipeline pump. Yeah. For this, we need to set up the other stuff. Oh well, I'll just use the crappy pumps for now. And I can just get this if I want to really quickly, just for the inventory slots. So I might actually go for it if I'm left with motors. I just don't know how many motors I'd be left with. I need to prioritize this for now. So let's check on the frames. We have 100, 200, 300. Alright, we're getting there. I kinda don't like the wait time between milestones. It didn't used to be an issue back in the day, like in the early versions. You could just go back-to-back upgrades, and I really liked it. This doesn't need to be a part of the game, like, at all. Like, the game doesn't need to be slowed down. Also, I love how the shadow somehow the slide underneath the platform, but when you leave the platform, that's where the shadow is. It's kinda backwards. Unless it's caused by some weird cloud that's square shaped. Anyways. So, the plan is... let me... We have about a minute until the thing comes down, so let me plop down to more of these. Just so they're ready. So I need to align it that way. More or less okay. And also more or less okay. Alright. We'll see the thing phasing right through all my machines and platforms. The ghost pod. It used, if I remember correctly, it used to have a hitbox, like a collision box, but they removed it, so it just phases through now. You could actually ride it, similar to how you can ride the space elevator, and you just get launched into space. I'll just get them from the storage. In the interest of saving time. Okay, so we have conveyor belts. Time to go upgrade.
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can
I'm
reach
going
new
to
heights
do
of
this just
efficiency.
because I have the
With the Mark
resources
IV belts and
sitting
lifts, the truck, but even more
around.
importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated
Then we
vehicle
have
like the
this.
truck should come easy to a
I'll do
well-trained
this
pioneer
one
such
just
as you.
because it's quick.
They are an obvious improvement over
let's do
tractors
this one
concerning
first.
industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
Ooh, please give me the thing I'm looking for. I'm looking for a lot, as a matter of fact. Alright, so these are truss. This is the one I was looking for. So rubber and petroleum coke, because you can actually make rubber with a byproduct of heavy oil residue, turn it into petroleum coke, basically have a self-sufficient oil-only circuit board instead of needing copper as well. And I really like this recipe because it also makes a decent amount relative to the resources it needs. So that's one recipe down of the ones I need. About 20 million to go. So I need to grab every single one of these, or at least as many as I can. Then I need to make some room in the inventory for now. Let's get started. Upgrading the conveyor belts. make sure to not miss any. These essentially are transferring a lot of stuff. This one is transferring 450 a minute, and this is just under that at 380. Just a lot of stuff, let's just say. And I was waiting to get a better conveyor belt before I use the machines. So the quick wire is definitely going to go into quick wire stators. That's kind of a must recipe. So that's done. Now let's make sure we are not limiting ourselves. So this one is 150, comes out and merges. This bit needs to also be upgraded. Okay, so this merges 3. So we have one machine, that's 150, 150. And then merges with this, so that's another 150, so that's 450. We should be fine. Then we have this machine at 80, and then this machine and this machine at 150. So these combined do need the upgraded belt for this bit and the upgraded lift for this bit, because the ones I had were 270. Then making sure that the exits of the machines are correct. Mark 3. Alright. So this is now completely done and self-sufficient. I never have to come back here again. If assuming I didn't mess anything up, I should never have to come back to this cave again. I can literally seal the cave if I want to. Also, let's try running on the new conveyor belt. Just go zooming. Just like this. Can't wait until I get the Mark 5 and especially the Mark 6. Or actually Mark 6, if I remember correctly, doesn't let you run on top of it like that much faster because it's a sealed one, like the top is closed. Anyways, we also need to change this bit and this bit. And then here, so this is going to be getting 300 quick wire, this is going to get 450 quick wire, and this is going to get 80 wire. So let's finally connect them. I hadn't connected them so that the machines back in the cave would just back up to create a buffer so that I would never have to worry about them having the issue where the machine will start and stop by itself. Now, let's get the inventory space real quick. Need some more cables. Where is to get? I have like a bunch here. I will improve this bit, but for now, I don't have any real need for improvements in this part. Let's grab an extra stack just because I know I'll need it. Alright, we do the milestone. And this gives us 3 more slots here.
Milestone reached. Fix-It has granted you the power of flight, provided you have a jetpack and the appropriate fuels. The jetpack refuels automatically while you are standing on a surface, and
Does it
different
not give
fuel
me the
types will
slots,
affect the jetpack's
or are
functionality.
these the ones?
With this increased versatility, you will no doubt achieve efficiency levels previously unheard of.
I can preload this and this into this, or just completely finish it, honestly. How much plastic do I have? I have just not enough. So yeah, let's get the packaging done. Just get it out of the way. It's dirt cheap. I can't get this anyways just yet, since I need to set up the plastic production. So we select this for next. I need 1000, so 2, 4, 5, this is exactly enough, and then 2 of these, and the plastic is literally just enough. Okay, but that does mean I need some more pipes, because we are going to be doing a lot of stuff with pipes. And this should have the tickets, like I said, 3 tickets, almost 4, and we get the pipeline wall attachment. Since I have a ticket, let's get this too, floor hole, just in case. Alright, so we take this, and now we can actually attach it right on the wall. Is it straight? Yeah, I think. Alright, so there. So that's done. So this is going to be producing 300, but in reality 600. This is where the final product is going to go. So let's see, we need refineries. How many? So we are going to be making directly the plastic and the rubber. For starters, I'll split it half and half. So let's see, at max overclock we're using 75, so 8 refineries. I'm going to put them off to this side. We can go 4 and 4 like this. Now that I think about it. But this got elevated because of the freaking terrain. It just barely has this stupid thing that I just can't do anything about. Like, you can just destroy it. I guess I can go from this side, but I will need this room for the other nodes. However, a little bit of the space should be fine to occupy. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's go fetch pipes. And I might as well grab some of these. Where did I put the pipes? Here. Accidentally used the stored ones. Alright. We have the recipe like the alt recipe here. Both are trash. Both are trash, but even more trash, and that's actually good because it means that for now they won't show up in the search results. That's why I have so many I haven't accepted. If you haven't accepted
Milestone
it,
reached.
it will not
Avoid the
show up
embarrassment of
again
placing
for a
liquids in your
while.
pockets only for them to spread across your suit. Package and unpackage them with the packager. Packaging
Right.
fluids allows them to be transported in
For
your
the
inventory
next
on conveyor
milestone,
belts and by vehicles.
I need
For
this.
increased, non-pocket related fluid storage, you can now use the industrial fluid buffer.
I mean, please don't tell me I'm out of motors. I should have a bunch. I have 150. Not enough. Alright. For now, I'll just work on this. And we'll solve the issue. Motors do not take that long to make, so it's not the end of the world. Alright. But yeah, this is what is burning through my motors. Okay, so we have 8. I need to split things evenly. Basically, I'm going for a load balancer setup here. So we go 3, 3, then D1, then this one. Straight pipes. Whatever is going to be final setup, I'm just going to be using straight pipes. Alright. So the first 4 are going to be plastic, the other 4 are going to be rubber. Or I can just do the opposite. But since rubber produces more heavy oil residue, I think having them on the side where there's more room to put extra refineries to process it is going to be fine. Like less of a headache. And now, so plastic, full overclock. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then this is going to be rubber, also full overclock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So what I'm going to do is not connect this and not connect this. Then not connect this. And now we have exactly 75, 75, 75, 75. So that's going to be 300 total, exactly the amount we are pushing here. As soon as I get the better pipes, I immediately switch the other machines on. Let's click. So we will need to deal with the fluids that will come out. So honestly, I need enough room to take the normal product out. So if I put, okay, we're producing 50 per minute. So even conveyor lift 1 will do, but let's do this one because for me it's cheaper to do this. hate when that happens. Alright. So setup is done here. Now we just need to get the exits. I really like the T-pipe. Already said it, but it's just really nice because it looks so much cleaner. And all these together are going to be pushing 50, 50, okay, and 25, right? So 4 times 25 plus 4 times 50, that's 300. So our pipes should be plenty good. I don't have to get the upgraded pipes for these ones. Although I probably will, just because fluids behave kinda weird. Because it's floating point calculation, so you might get screwed over by rounding errors. Then we turn it into residual fuel. Now there is the diluted fuel recipe, which is literal 2.5 times better, but sadly I can't do that because we need to get to tier 7 for that one. So we are going to take 2 machines, 2 refineries. And one like that, and another like that. Then here. Go, go. Alright. So we take the heavy oil residue, and we are producing 200. Then we take another tip pipe. And we are going to bring it here, but again I want to bring it from that side, or I can just change the orientation of this setup here, which I think is going to be better. Alright, so we need 4 power generators. One, two. Make it so I need about this much room. One more, there we go. And I'll align there. We'll move by 3, and if I move by 2 it might actually be nicer, so let's do that. Yeah, there's plenty of room. Now I just need this little thingy to come in here. I'll put this one a little bit further back just so it's aligned with the other ones. There we go, perfect. Now we connect the pipes. There should be fine. And there. Doesn't get in the way or anything. I could elevate it, but then I'd have to worry about head lift, and I like keeping my fluids flat. Alright, so again, full overclock, all 4 generators, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to set them all to standby. And really quickly, let's go, do some milestones. This, check this scene. Should we have frames by now? Then I need more cables, and what else? We need these for now. Okay, so we have cables, grabbing some extras, and the frames. Do I have enough? Yeah, definitely. I will take them all, just chuck some in here. Can hold 3 stacks on the cloud. It's quite nice. Okay, so frames are in, cables are in. We need to get the plastic and the motor. The motor is relatively simple. I just need to set the production. Then for other milestones, I can turn these in, a bunch of these, since I just have them now. Getting a bunch, getting all of these because I will be needing them. Alright. In you go. In you go. Just need motors, pretty much. And then for this, in you go. In you go. I need more copper sheets. I want to get all the milestones that I can done, if that makes sense. So that then I can just do them back to back as soon as the pod is back. Alright, computers. I have a bunch here, so I can just turn them in from there. That's in, that's in. Alright.
Milestone
This is the one I
reached.
really need,
Train
but
signals
to get
placed
this,
on
I
train
need to get
rails can
this.
control and improve train behavior.
So we need
This helps
motors.
to avoid events where multiple trains attempt to occupy the same physical location. For information related to earlier
And
train
the plastic.
events, please refer to your employee non-disclosure agreement.
I want to set up the plastic and rubber first, and then do the motors. The motors are going to be very quick, but since I need a few thousands plastic, I need to get it started now rather than later. Okay, daisy chain. Take this one. And we are set here. I just need to pull power. Yeah, we almost messed it up. No, let's do it like this. So I'm going to pull from here to here. The power pole. Make it Mark II. And connect the machine here. then this to this. Alright. Now we just need pumps, and a lot of them. So a pump is only good for 20 meters or so, so we can see roughly, but we need to actually be putting it not here, a little bit lower, because the performance of a pump goes down more and more as it goes up. Now once we get the better pumps, we can basically get rid of these. And then we just need a tidy little thing going all the way to the input there. Perfect. Now we are just waiting for the oil to flow through. As it flows through, we'll be seeing the pipes expand. So it expands as it goes. Now for this, actually we'll delete this segment. I want the machine to back up so that we are full here, because I don't want the generators to pause and start. That would just screw me over. Also, power-wise, we still are very, very good. The up-down is because I have a geyser. Alright. So that's the first oil done. Let's quickly go take care of the stators and rotors that we need. For stators, I already know what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using either this or this. There's two recipes. I can actually use both. The alt saves you on pipes, because to make the same stators you use 6 pipes, but you end up using 4. So I'll probably use this, but I also don't want to burn too much of my quick wire. And this burns 40 per minute. Right, so here we get 80 per minute from this recipe that is underclocked. Specifically, I should, since I have them, I should actually put them, like putting these just for management's sake. So 80 per min, and then how many we have left. 80 per min. I do this. Okay, wire, select icon, and here. So 80 per minute is what we have, and what is left. I don't want it to emit, I just want to be able to see. Just to verify, then let's do this as well. So quick wire is 300 per min. Let's click quick wire, 300 per minute, 300 per minute. No emission, copy, then and we change it to 450 per minute. This basically is really nice when you bring resources from really far away, because you can just keep track of things without needing to go all the way back. I'm going back in the cave just to verify that it is indeed 80 per minute. I know I said I would never have to come back to the cave, but I also see that they're coming out in pieces, so something is stopping and going. So I want to check. Okay, so this is 80 per minute. Yes. This is what is stopping and going. Did I mess up a conveyor belt somewhere? Mark 3, Mark 3, Mark 3, Mark 3. Is the feedback loop. Something is sloping and going here. Mark 3. Wait, 40. I think I might accidentally have used 270. 112.5 times 4. Oh, I know what the issue is, but that's easily solvable. Double overclock. Then I need, where is it? Conveyor Mark 4, Mark 4. And then that should fix it. I'll just mine a bit by hand. In the meantime, we are getting plastic back home. I just need to make them exit to a box. The reason I haven't done that is because I want the fluid to back up. But I want to also say if the plastic will back up or rubber will back up before the fluid. Okay, real quickly I'm going to just overclock extra just to fix the issues here. Just fully load all the machines up. Forgot that I was building for 480 per minute like an idiot. I forgot I don't have the 480 drill yet, and I forgot to overclock. Probably I was building the thing and I dismantled something because I wasn't happy with it, and I plopped the drill back down. Alright, so this has resources, This is why I normally build buffer boxes, but it is alright. So I'm going to just get 300 of these, make a smelter. Full overclock. Then in the meantime, let's check the recipes. Fine concrete, very tempting, because it gives me an excuse to use silica, but I'm going to re-roll. Okay, this is the recipe I wanted. Rubber concrete. It is a really good alt. Wet concrete is also really good. I have one spot where I can use wet concrete, but the other spot where I have concrete, I can't use wet concrete. That's why I have to go with rubber. And it produces a very nice amount. But this is very tempting too, because it removes the need to... Okay, so here. Currently, I'm making rock quartz with this recipe. So, from 480 divided by 37.5, we end up with this. Then, we multiply with then with a quartz crystal, okay, so here's the recipe. So I'm going for, I was originally going for this recipe, but the alt actually might work better because of how it rounds. So if I remember correctly, I have 37.5 times 2.5, 37.5 times 2.5 times 4, no, 5, yes, so I have this. So we are at 468.85. So then to make the oscillator, so this converts divided by 5 multiplied by 3. Okay, divided by 5 multiplied by 3. Then if we divide by 1.875, we end up with 150, which means that at this we need exactly 15 manufacturers, which is a nice round number that I very much enjoy. So we'll just go for this, just to get more of these. I just will need to make AI limiters, which I already have more than enough stuff to make. But now I need to scan again and hope to get the concrete. So logistics, we have 37.5. Okay, we don't need too good of a conveyor belt here. I'm just going to hand feed these machines a bit. Once they have at least some stuff in them, we don't have to worry too much, because it will just keep breaking even. I just need them to not start and stop all the time, that's all. But yeah, I should have double checked everything ahead of time, because I was planning to just breeze through things and I just screwed myself over. Anyways, when this is done with dismantle, let me get the mycelia for now. Just in case I need it later. I don't think I'll need it, since I don't plan to make parachute or anything. So besides inhalers, I can't think much use for it. Alright, this is done. So then half here and half here. And that should be more or less fine. Let's run through the math again. So 30 times 5, that's 150, 160. Yep, we are good. And honestly, when the stuff back in base backs up, this won't even be an issue, so let's head back. I like how it preserves the speed in flight mode, so you can go zooming. You take speed on the conveyor belt and then you just jump off. Anyways, with that said, I'm going to dismantle this and this, let them back up, and let's see, plastic and rubber. The fuel has backed up and we are backed up on rubber and plastic. Perfect. Pipes are filled, so now we need, for the plastic, let's move it to here. A bit too close. Let's go here. Maybe not. I think this will work. So we have 2, 4, so here. One. Yeah, I'll just place it elsewhere. Dismantle this, this, and this. And also this, this, and this. So we take merge from here. We're producing 50. 50, okay, so 200. Don't need the better conveyor belt. I'm kinda stingy with them. I rotated it the wrong freaking way. Great. I hate when that happens. So there. I do like how they added the rain back in the game. It used to be a thing back in the, like, I think it stopped after update 6. So we want update 7, 8, kinda 9, and main release. Without actually having any rain. And it's nice, I really like rain. Alright. So this. There's another put the Mark 1. Alright. So this here is the plastic, and then right next to it I'm going to put the rubber. But also, just because I know I'll need a lot of it. Okay. One more, and then it is going to be like that. Backpack. Right, so what this is basically just a ginormous buffer. So I can just leave it unattended even for a day, like a full day, and never have to worry about it just overflowing and pausing my fuel there. Plus over here I'll bring from the other two nodes more stuff, so yeah. Alright, so now we go like this, go like this, and like this. Did I do it right? Yes. Now I just need to connect the final thing, which is the back here. So they leave the ace box and they enter this one. So we should see them here. Yep, it's all done. And why is this not producing? Oh, it's because it's not getting oil. I forgot. I only have two machines set up. Alright. Then these are getting the fuel. I think it's time. Let the fuel flow. These are all on standby, so they can fill up in the meantime. And what did we get this time? This, honestly, I prefer just using Caterium wire, because it saves the trouble of having to bring copper to where the Caterium is. This is actually a really good recipe for cables, but considering how easy it is to get normal wire, there's little reason to waste your rubber on this over other things. This could have been amazing because my Caterium is next to water, but honestly, I don't think I would have gone for it. Okay, next hard drive. We only have two more, and I really need to find some key recipes, like the rubber concrete. Because my facility over there that I showed at the start of the stream, that one, that is literally set up and waiting for the rubber concrete. Anyways, let's go mergers. Go. after doing this, I'm going to set up the rotors and motors to be produced. Now I can leave a little bit of gap here. Because this is elevated, I can just pull out the conveyor from here and pass it right under here to bring it that way. So I don't need to put this too much forward, I just need to be forward enough to where the conveyor belt will attach neatly. So if I do it like this, it leaves that much gap. If I do it like this, slightly further back. Nice. And then we do the same thing here. We don't need to go too high, like I'm not producing that insane amount just yet. And over here, I can just bring the stuff from the other one. Should have done the same here, but I can always just adjust it. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Alternatively, I can just put them all in one box and just put a smart splitter or a programmable splitter. But yeah, this is done. I just need outside this here and then some lifts. And on the other side. Alright, we are set. Making sure these are marked 3. Alright. So we need 400 plastic, grabbing a few extras. Now the production is going to stall when the fuel generators are ready. So check this in. I remember something else needing plastic. Yeah, this one. And the rubber. I really need the pipelines. As soon as I get this, I straight up double my production from that single oil node. So, very important to get. For this one, this I can fetch some concrete. Just fetch from the other side. And then we just need to make more fuel stuff. Although, because I'm playing with reduced requirements, like I've mentioned, for electricity, I might do something I never do and go for byproducts. So there's petroleum coke, which can be turned into circuit board. So using this recipe, you can have one refinery making rubber at like 20 per minute or 50 with max overclock, and it gets 50 rubber and 50 heavy oil residue. Then you take that 50 heavy oil residue and you turn it into petroleum coke. The 50 is going to turn into 150, and then you use the rubber that you got and half the petroleum coke that you've made to make circuit boards, and the leftover petroleum coke you can just neatly sink 4 points. So it ends up being really nice. And yeah, I don't have the rubber concrete yet, sadly. going to grab like 5 stacks. No, 6. I keep opening the Steam menu by accident. Alright. So for computers, how many do I have? I just don't have enough. Oh well, we'll get everything in order. Versatile framework is something I should start doing though. Just for the milestone. Oh well. So what else can I get right now? Nothing really? Alright. So 4 rotors and stators. The machines here should have backed up, so we connect and this should never stop go again. 300 per minute, 450 per minute. They make them sign a little bit, just so that even if the weather gets bad I can still see them. Alright. So, for stators, there is a nice recipe that uses 40 wire, we have 80. So I'm definitely using that. It's just one assembler with 200% overclock. We'll use up all that wire exactly with 30 steel pipes, which just so happen to be easily made in multiples of 30 if we want to. Because this here produces 50, and with how the resources add up, it will be 150, which then divides evenly, and I can just bring extra wire, wire from my node further up if I need to. For now, however, I'll use this recipe, so let's see which don't need all these on me. 300 for conveyor belts should be more than enough. I'm still using the Mark III wherever possible. Then I do need some amount of these. So yeah, before I set it up, I want to get the rubber concrete. Give me rubber concrete so we can actually move on. If I get it here, this will be perfect timing. This is so full. This high speed. It does not really save on circuit boards. It saves very slightly on quick wire, and silica is not a big deal. This is a nice one, but also this, because this is another use for petroleum coke. It basically replaces steel, and unlike the steel ingot recipe that I'm using currently, I don't need to process the iron ore, so I'll get this for now. But we really need to get lucky with the rubber concrete here. And okay, I'll just set it improperly, like very temporarily. So we have iron plates here. I'm saving those for later for a recipe. Why are iron ingots not going in? Oh, okay. Just because it was stopped. Alright. So with that said, I think I'll grab the stuff from here. So 105. This will be a bit awkward to make. Attach and we bring it up. Then I need a constructor for steel pipe. We need to be using 105. So 75 plus 1 completely unoverclocked. Alright. So with that we need a splitter. And to reposition these machines in a better way. Remove the overclock, dismantle that. Right. Over here and here. What do I have? Over here. That will do, actually. I'm going to attach this one. Alright. What isn't connected? Oh, here. I'm blind. Okay. So this is 105 steel pipes, which then we need an assembler again, and this turns into stators, double overclock, so that's 30 and 80. Perfect. So assembler goes over here. In again, we need stator, double overclock. So then put the wrong one. I need a splitter. Alright. So now we are producing 20 and 50. So that is 70. Then we need another assembler over here. We are producing 70, we are using 30, so we use the Alt on this one. And this one needs 32, 40. So we are producing 70 and we are using 30 plus 40. We connect here. And another split over here. Actually, wait. This is quick wire, this is wire. So I need a special little thingy called a smart splitter. I don't know how that even let me connect it. Okay, so smart splitter, we can basically say this side needs to be quick wire, this side needs to be wire, and this side needs to be none. Then we close it. Now I can just pull one conveyor belt for two things. So I can just put a merger over here. And bring it over like this. Then I need a splitter over here. Just in case I later need to pull out more. So this uses half the quick wire that we have on that box. On the other box we have a lot more, and all the wires that we have. So the wires will be breaking even. Alright, and everything should be running now. We're not saturating the belt or anything. And now we have the stators. Then I need to take care of rotors. But first, industrial storage. Perfect. Alright, we are producing 20 and 10. So that's 30 stators. Now I just need 30 rotors. What recipe can we go for rotors that will give us 30 per minute? I think this would be good. I could have gone for this instead, like split it between stators and rotors, but it's alright. So now I think I'll go for one of the screw ones. I have a lot of copper sheets just sitting around, and screws are like dirt cheap to make. Iron rods I don't want to have to produce, but I can also go for the iron rods. Okay, how many copper sheets are we making per minute? Let's just pull a conveyor belt back to base, and we have them. Okay, since I'm here, if I don't get rubber concrete, we're going on an exploration trip. Let's do this. This is actually a good recipe, but I have a better one right now that I'm using the bolted iron plate just because I want to get as many as possible as quickly as I can. I have a mountain of normal plates and I just want to burn through them. Now, come on. We have one reroll. Yes. Alright. So now I can actually dismantle this bit and switch to this. And as for the drill, okay, let's do the calculations. So, rubber concrete, max overclock, 3, 4. Alright. So we need 250 per minute, 250, 250, 250. Yeah, we won't hit that. With the current one, the fastest I can do is 480. So 480 per minute, and then that leads to 250 and 220. And not 20, 230, my bad. So 230 per minute plus 250 is going to be the 400 and, oh wait, yeah, 480. Oh, yeah, I was planning to pull another one, like another, let me show. There's another node of limestone. Where was it? That one down there. That I was thinking of maybe pulling. But honestly, for now, we are good. So I'll just minimize this. 1 and 2 get lost. Then just need to correct the loop here. One and 2. And just close the loop like this. A lot smaller, but gets the job done. Oh, I just remembered. It was for when I get the next drill, but we can always just adjust it. For when I get the better drill that is literally twice as fast, but I won't get the faster conveyor belts until like tier 9 anyways. That would be able to keep up. So I'll just expand it later. Or for now, I can just do this. Add just one more machine for when we get alumina. Alright, this should do it. Here and power there. Alright. I'm leaving this at full for now, but stand by. And we'll need to bring over 50 plus 46. I'll just bring over 100. Not the end of the world. Alright. Concrete, we have plenty for now, so I'm going to cut the conveyor belt here. Let's drop it here. Whatever. Alright. So we have upgraded this. The rubber just goes in here and we're set. We got the recipe literally at the last possible moment. If I hadn't gotten it then, I would have been screwed over. Now, before I forget, we needed copper sheets to check how many we are making. I just need to pull a few back to base. Nothing crazy. I only need a few. So, copper sheets, we are making 15 per minute, 30 per minute, okay. So, rotor with what's the recipe? This one. So we need copper sheets. We have 30. If I round it to 15, it should round. Let's check. Assembler. Rotor. We need that to be 30. Yeah, I round it to 15. So 15 rotors per minute. And we were making 30 stators. Let's see. Yes. But I can straight up double the production, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so these are getting their ingots from these that are not overclocked. Let's just double overclock these, double overclock these, and we are set. Alright. Double overclock, double overclock. This is still Mark 1. I'll switch to Mark 2 and I literally don't need to do anything else. Okay, so this is 30, 30, 30, 30 60, 60, and then the last one was unused. I built this very early on before I had overclocking or anything, so it's really outdated. I can easily fix it. I'll probably just fully dismantle it and pull a conveyor belt from here to the upper floor. But we'll see. For now, we'll just zoop. Alright. So here we need to go from 30 to 60, which is just should be simple enough. So we'll go 50. So it's not the most efficient. Alright. Let's do it differently then. Honestly, I could just pick these up and carry them to base, but I want to kind of automate it. So for now, I hate when it's like blue or yellow and then turns red, even though I haven't increased the elevation. Like, what's the point of it being blue or yellow? Yeah. Conveyor belt is too steep. How the frick is this completely even straight line steep? Like, sometimes this game just gets me in a bad mood. Anyways. We need a ramp. This will do. Alright. So I'll bring it over here. So we need assembler. Rotor. And we need to make, okay, with max overclock, how much does it go? Not worth it. Okay, so 45. And this should be 22.5. We need 30, so we need is it 75? Wait, 7.5. So 60%. 66,667. All right. So we have. Where the frick is it? Oh, I put the wrong thing. Splitter. I put it wrong. Okay, I'm constantly having brain farts because honestly I haven't slept. And recently I just haven't been sleeping well at all. But that's not really an excuse for doing something that dumb. Anyways, so we have the power. How many copper seats do we need? 15 and 45, so 60 per minute. Let's fix that real quick over here. All right. Got to upgrade the belts. I upgraded the drill without upgrading the belts. Per minute, 60 per minute. All right. Dismantle these. So we need 120. And not 120. Yeah, 120. So copper sheets. Honestly, let's make extras. Why not? We literally lose nothing by making extras. So larger. Put it the wrong way. So we have 50, 50, 50. Need a splitter. And then a merger over here. Will do. Alright, perfect. So these are producing 60, 60 and 30, so that's 150, and we use 150. Okay, that should be fine. Alright, that's done. I don't have to worry about it until it's time to remake that. I'm just waiting for the better drill. Now I need just a tiny bit of steel beams. So the steel beams here go into encased industrial beams. We're producing 7.5. Okay, this is pretty even. This is 625, and it becomes okay. So how many screws do I need again? So I will need 390, then 130. So 90 plus 30, 520. Okay, double overclock, right? And 520. We need 10 steel beams. All right. I'll just pull 10 from here. Frick, did it put it sideways like that? Anyways. First of all, we lower this by 10, so we want it to be at 26. 1625. How about 90? 16.2. Yeah, honestly, screw it. It's here. Okay. We need 2 constructors. Now, this is going to be just kind of makeshift for now. I'll just improve it later. Come on, let me fucking place. One, two, three. Then we need 1 to produce 390 screws. I don't have a conveyor belt that can do both. So it's going to be 390. And then this is going to be 130. Overlapping conveyor belts. You don't know what is which. This is actually pretty cool. I might make a factory with a lot of these, just for the fun of it, because it's kind of trippy. It's like you have an eye problem, and you're seeing doubles or seeing it blurry, but no. What would happen if I put like a bunch more? That would be interesting, and on a faster conveyor belt on top. Anyways, so this is done. So this is making 30 motors, rotors. Then I need one assembler and two. And this is going to be motors, max overclock, 25, no, double overclock. So actually we don't even need it. Okay, so splitter and splitter. That's one. I need a merger here. I'm not looking forward to when I'll have to clean up the mess I've just created, but it is what it is. Also, time to start turning this on. I'm going to turn 2 on, so let's turn this one and this one on. And just like that, my power production jumps from, let's take this point for reference, so from 1460 to 3000, literally double the production just by flipping two switches. That's what I like to see. Now I want to grab the rubber and the plastic so we can go do the milestones. So before I forget, all right. Milestone time. Which one was the one that needed 1,000 rubber? I think the pipelines. Alright. The pipeline is ready, we just need the heavy modular frame, for which we need the manufacturer. And yeah, so we are essentially waiting on the 30 per minute motors here. And then we'll have the train almost immediately after. I have to put the concrete in. What else? Computer. Yeah, so computer and heavy modular frame. Alright. Making the screw. Oh, I did something stupid. Yeah, I need conveyor belt 4 for this one. No, a conveyor belt 4 for this one. Because it's not getting enough screws. Just move them by hand. Alright. Now, real quick, let's set up the frames. So, frames, modular frame. Most likely I'll go with this. Makes a good amount. And pipes are easy to get, so let's do this. I already have some frames, but I don't know if there'll be enough. Because heavy modular frame uses like 5, if I remember correctly. It's either 3 or 5 normal frames, so it will just burn right through them. Anyways, for now I'll just let them be. Maybe just grab a few to have them on me for crafting. Don't want that. Oh well. So, heavy modular frame takes what? Let's see. Oh, I need to unlock the machine first. Do we have 200? Motor. Yeah, I'll just grab the ones from here. Just in the interest of saving time. Alright, that's done.
Milestone reached. Manufacturers can receive up to 4 inputs for the production of complex parts, such as computers and heavy modular frames, but most importantly the 2 new project parts. The modular engine and adaptive control unit are essential for the development of Phase 3 of Project Assembly. You are making good progress. The future is starting to look bright.
So we need heavy modular frame. So we need pipes. We need encased beams and screws. Okay, so since I have everything here, let's plop the manufacturer in this bit. Alright. So we need frames. Alright, frames go in. Then we need pipes. You look at that. We have them right here. Now, how many pipes am I burning through? I'm burning through 25, 25. I think I have 50 surplus or even more. I have 50, 50, 50 and 50. No, 150 surplus. Okay. And we're producing how many modular frames? 7.5, 15. Okay, let's break even. 15 modular frames. No, actually, screw it. Full overclock. Encased in the astral beam, and then screws. Oh, I can full overclock. I'm limited by screws. Okay, so double overclock. That's good enough. Alright, so we need the beams. Alright. Now we just need a very tiny amount of screws. Which am I going to use? Well, I could overclock the machines. I need one bit of steel that I can use. Okay, let's trace back. So iron comes from here, here, then this gets fed by here, from here, so it's this. We can go to 480. So now we just need the better conveyor belts. These last few don't really matter upgrading because they only have significantly less bandwidth to deal with. Now, at 480 we have 75. 480 divided by 75, that's 6.4. So that means we have 6 times 75. And then we just need one not overclocked. So overclocked, overclocked, overclocked. Then one can just be not overclocked, but we'll overclock this. Turn this on, turn this on, and then not overclock this, then turn it on. And that's all. So now we have doubled our production of iron ingots. Then I need better conveyor belts here. Here. Then the ingots. Okay, that's the feedback. Okay, so we have doubled the ingots. Now we just need to double the copper. Copper is coming through here. Have I done the conveyor belts correctly? Yes. So then we'll just double overclock this. Okay, and just like that we have 480 and 480. So then This is taken. This is taken. This can be overclocked. Wait. So we are using. Okay, so 4.80. So we can just start using this. At full capacity, making screws. Alright. This is producing 150. It needs to make steel beams first. At max overclock. That's 150, 150. We connect. Then these will turn into screws. So I'm going to put a splitter here. I'll just put a constructor over here. Then cast screws. How many do we need? 480, I believe. 480. Alright. What's this? 480. We're barely using our steel beams, but that's fine. I can put where is it? Does it smart splitter let me do it? Actually, I'm going to dismantle. I'm going to put the smart splitter here because I'll just check overflow here. Still being here. That way we can just start filling a box here. Put too close. We can start filling a box with any excess so it doesn't go to waste, since we are making way more than we need. So here everything is going to be coming to this machine here. Like 4. Are you freaking kidding me? It's just barely. Too short. Right, there we go. And this is going to be making heavy modular frames, which then I'll just be chucking in this box here. Alright, so by now, while I was wasting time doing that, we should have a good amount of motors to turn in. We have 150, we need 100 more, which should be 3.2 minutes. Well, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Then besides that, we will be needing the heavy modular frames. We are making 4 per minute. We need 50, which is 4 times divided by 4, 12 and a half minutes. Okay, we have enough time. while that stuff is getting worked on, we have just enough time to actually go and we can just chuck some of these here. We have just enough time to go on a little exploration trip, a very short one. Just grab one, maybe 2 hard drives and come back. I already know the hard drives I'm going for. Since we are right next to the desert, it should be easy enough to find a few. There it is. It should be down. No, that's the one I have picked up. I have picked up the one over there too. So then we go around. I have picked up the ones underneath. I want to pick up the one up there. So let's go. And if I find any power sluggies, I will be getting them. Now we need to fight the boss spitters. Sometimes they just stop moving. Are you freaking kidding me? Fused frame. I can't get fused frames until well into tier 7. Or is it tier 8? I need hydrogen, essentially. Unless I get really lucky and find it next to a crash site. Alright, let's start dismantling for now. That should be all. Heatsink. Computer. Packaged fuel. Alright. So, the computer is nice. But for now, let's just check it here. Let's check this too. This too. Alright. There should be another crash site over here, along with some sluggies. There should be Summer Slope up there, or is it Mercer Sphere? I can't remember. Summer Slope. That's nice. There's the Mercer Sphere.
Are you a temple?
If I had a body, it would be a temple.
You have no body?
I don't think we're on the same line here.
Like, the ATA stuff just gets really repetitive. Like this interaction
I will
between
continue
the
gathering
question mark,
data,
question
I
mark, question
suppose.
mark, and ADA. Any Mercer Spheres I find, I will be grabbing. There's a ton around here. Also the sluggies. Yum yum. I really need them for my machines. Now, normally on the great big guards above, on this one and that one, there are stinger, like the boss stinger, like the big spider boss, that will just leap at you, and it's just really annoying. That's another a reason why I play with advanced game settings. I just don't like fighting the spiders. Like, it's not like I'm afraid of spiders or something like that. It's not arachnophobia. I just find them annoying to fight in this game because of the jumping towards you all the time. You'll just be minding your business, and then some random boss stinger is going to just leap at you from some tree somewhere, and you can't exactly one-shot them, and the hitbox is just absolutely awful for their attacks. Anyways, couple sluggy. Anyways, we should be next to the next crash site. The next one usually is defended by 2 of those hogs. Again, I want to see if we can find the jetpack hog. There is a 1 in 1,000 chance to find, instead of a boss hog, you can find a hog that is wearing a jetpack. And it will basically charge up and just like fly towards you, then do a massive explosion that will always one-shot you if it hits you. I'm pretty sure I have that, but for now let's just grab the surroundings. So high-speed connector, I have 47, please be enough. Yes. And we'll check them back in. Let's also make the mum so we can start researching. Pretty sure some stuff didn't get dismantled. Oh well. There should be here on the cliff another crash site. Oh no, it's further down. I'm too lazy to go all the way there. I might go on the way back. For now, let's get the purple sluggy from here. There's a mercer sphere down here, so let's grab it before I'm attacked. There are some caves and whatnot. There's another crash site here, usually also defended by the radioactive hogs. I don't have enough. Of all the things these crash sites could be asking for, they are asking for like late game stuff. Oh well. This usually is a sum node. Let's grab the mesosphere. I'll go in the back, get the hard drive there. any sluggies we can find, I will very much be getting them because I've been overclocking everything and I more or less have run out of slugs. Like out of power shards. Oh, another Mercer Sphere. Now there's summer sloops too, but the summer sloops are usually in the caves inside the walls. And I just don't feel like going in there. It just takes too long. And honestly I don't particularly care about them since I already have more than enough. Alright. Please let me open you. Okay, finally one that is not a pain. Too early. I kind of want to see if we can make the explosive rebar, because it's so much faster than using the obelisks. Modular frame, copper sheets. I think that's all. Next crash site is over there. I get that. Circle back. Honestly, until we hit tier 7, I don't really need that many hard drives. It's at tier 7 where for alumina I need about 3 different alta recipes, so it's just annoying. Inside here is a summer sloop. If it's undefended, let's grab it. Nope. This is why I don't want to go in the caves. Because good luck with the spitters inside the cave. And it's not the small ones, it's the boss ones. In there's another one. Just to screw with you. Then on that ridge and on a ridge over there, there's 2 more hard drives to get. But let's get this one real quick. This one is always a freebie. Somehow spotted me. Also, explosive rebar is really good for like fighting things too. And you make it with fuel, like with oil and gasoline. Like how it just ragdolls. Alright. Steel beam. Steel beam. I think I'm missing one thing. Guess not. Alright. Have we found anything particularly good? Nope. But we have 2 hard drives so far. And that is actually really important. I'm going to pick up the hard drive from there. And the other hard drive should be on that one. So there and there. So since I saw it, let's grab this. Will definitely come in handy. I'll grab this one too, but crash site first.
Damaged hard drive recovered. Return it to the MAM for data recovery.
Alright. Cased beam. If we find fused frames, I can actually go get the other one or if we find electromagnetic control rods. Because I didn't have the stuff to open those. Ooh, heavy modular frames. I just noticed those will come in handy, very much so. Mesosphere, hopefully before I get firebolt from the back. Sluggy. Now on the cliff there's either one or two crash sites. Honestly, okay, there's that one, then there's that one, and on the cliff. I'll go get the cliff one, then I'll go get the... No, screw it. Let's not get the cliff one. We have enough hard drives for now. When I have the stuff to open the others, that's when I'll come back. Now this one is actually guarded. Not that heavily though. Rotor, concrete, iron plate, some nice basic things. As long as the thing doesn't aggro on me, we are good. That's what I was looking. And I was missing one part of the wreck. Alright, let's go. We got a bunch of slugs, a bunch of drives, and a bunch of mesospheres. Now, moment of truth. Do we get a good recipe here? I kinda want to get the AI limiter alt, because I'm pretty sure I don't have it. Unless I remember wrong. I have gotten a bunch off stream. This is a nice one because you save on using your oil for it. So I think I'll get this. Yeah, that's a really nice recipe. Now during night time you can very easily see where the sluggies are and get them easily. But we're going to start heading to base. Any slugs on the way I'll grab, but I'm not going out of my way anymore. Because we should have enough stuff in base to finish all the stuff and then set the space elevator things for the next tier. I like the desert at night, like how it looks, but it's just way too many enemies and way too annoying enemies. It's just mostly spitters. Whereas in the forest where I like to play, you get more hogs. Yellow sluggies all over, just glistening, inviting me. I'm going to get the mesosphere next to me. Just grab this since it's here and then beeline to base. I see more further up, but like I'm not going for them. I'm only getting the things that are directly on the way back. This, that, the purple one on that cliff. Oh, it's yellow, not purple, my bad. And we are heading back to base. It's turning daytime too. I have actually pulled one of these towers all the way here in case I use those nodes down here. There's like a lot of them. We have limestone, which is what I might end up using. Another limestone, iron, coal, and copper, all literally next to one another. So you can do a lot with the alt recipes using those. And if you had access to water there, it would be even better. Nah. I'm looking for... like, I know I said I would be lying back to base, but very, very tempting to grab the purple one. Alright. Now, we actually go back. Mesosphere. I might actually invest in some related things. Because I need to get the... can't even remember what it's called. The thing you made, you do the upgrades with. There used to be a crash site here. I have enough mesospheres to get like 1 or 2 upgrades in capacity and speed. So it would be nice to get those. Anyways, we are back in base. That was a lot longer of a trip than I was actually planning. Put some aluminum stuff for later, those are nice. Getting some stuff early means you can then speed through the initial upgrades, get right to the next milestone. Like how here, for example, yes, I was missing some stuff because I forgot I needed them, like the motors, or at least I thought I had enough. More like
Milestone reached. Trains are excellent for efficiently moving vast quantities of parts. Train logistics can be made more precise and complex with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo-choo mother...
Choo-choo. Anyways. So in 10 minutes, pod comes down. We insta-clear this. And then we go for this. Computer requires circuit board, which I have a lot of. But with... I found some computers. I might have enough computers without needing to craft them. Yeah, I have enough computers. I definitely have enough rubber. And I should have enough heavy modular frames. So that means we are done with all the tiers here. Like the tier related stuff for now. We just need the space elevator things. Versatile framework, very easy to get. Just need frames. And okay, how many will we need though? Assembler. At max overclock, we will be needing 6.25. That's not bad. And then we need steel beams. Steel beams are very easy to get now that we have improved the production. Like, and just pull steel beams from here just fine. Pulling 100, 200, 300, 370. I can just make some steel beams. Out of this, we are barely using 9, so I'll be about 50 per minute. Yes, it's a bit less, but this for example, and then we add the summer sloop to double the production. Alright, that's one thing we need. Then modular engine. Rubber, we have motors, we keep making smart plating, we need rotors, and okay. So reinforced plates we do have. We have a ton of them, as a matter of fact. And I can double or triple my production of them with just some conveyor belts. Then finally, it is this one. This one takes automated wiring. But how many? Takes 5 wiring to make one. So we need 125 wiring. Okay. I'll start from the wiring. For 125. Some sloop. Again, I have a lot, and I'm only going to be using them for the production of space elevator stuff. Alright, so we need 125, so 125 divided by 2, so we need 63 stators, which I'm pretty sure I have. Okay, 63 stators. Those go back in. Then we need cables. I'll just go fetch an inventory of cables, why not? They're just sitting in the box anyways. But if we need, it's basically 125 times 10. So 1250. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. That should do it. Then we max overclock. And that's the automated wiring. Then which machine do we need? Manufacturer. So manufacturer, we need adaptive control unit. So there. Circuit board. Okay, so we need 125 again, but it's divided by 2. Oh, I kind of overdid it. Yeah, I didn't account for the fact that I'm going to be using summer sloops here too. Oh well. So we really need some extra power surge. I'll make about 30 for now. should last me for a tiny bit. But as soon as the milestones are done, I'm going to just stop for today so I can get some rest. No. So this needs circuit board, so it is 5 circuit board, here it is, and 125, let's get 200, why not? Then heavy modular frame, we need 1 to turn into 2, so we need 12.5, 13. And then computer, we need 2 to turn into 2, so we need 125. 1. Oh, no, actually no. We need 25, not 125. Alright. Check the things in. Alright. Then we power on. And this should do its thing. And you can output here. So that's one part done. Modular engine is next. My motors are just going to keep accumulating, my rubber is going to keep accumulating, it's just the smart plating. So when I have enough heavy modular frames for now, I'll just turn off that machine and yeah, just okay, so we need just a tiny bit more for the milestone. So let's do the other milestone instead. Pipelines.
Milestone reached. Pipelines and pipeline pumps can now be upgraded to Mark II. They are like Mark I, but better. Pipes seem to be
Give me
objects
alt
of fascination
computer.
to humans. In fact, there are reported instances
This
of
is even
humans
better.
doing nothing
This
but
is
thinking
even
about
better.
pipes for hours.
Plus 6 slots. That's literally what I like to see. So now we have more room to work with. I have already gotten the early game plus 6 slots. So now I'm only missing the last 3 slots, last 6 slots I think. No. I think it goes up to here, like I'm pretty sure there's a gap at the end. I can't remember. And sometimes I play with a mod that basically removes the slots, like the slot limit, and just let you just have like 20 times the inventory space. Anyways, let's grab some of these just to suck. Alright. Now it's just a matter of waiting for stuff to happen besides the computers. But the computers are not that hard from what I remember. So computer. Or we can set up the crystal oscillators now that I think about it. Since we have the rubber, I'm going to pull rubber for the concrete anyways. And then we do this too. So I just need AI limiter. So I'll just rebuild this bit to produce exclusively or near exclusively copper sheets. Alright, so that's the plan. So we can just stop here. We just more or less have to wait besides tweaking the factory a bit. And then we have the other two tiers. This one, the computers are going to be... Oh, wait. I hate when I'm trying to select the thing. Okay, we are missing 5 computers. Okay, let's see. Can I craft 5 computers? Literally 5. I can craft 1. I'm missing plastic, which I do have. And if I'm coming over here, might as well get the 400 rubber I need. Let's get a tiny bit more, and then about 600 plastic. Alright. I just need to make 5 computers, then I have a few more in the inventory. And we only are missing the frames after this. Okay, 5. And then computer. I literally just finished uploading them because I forgot about them. Yeah, we don't have enough frames yet. It takes a lot. And I might make trains off stream just because I unlocked them, so why not use them? Trains are cool, but they take forever to build and they are not as efficient as conveyor belts at moving stuff because they move less than a conveyor belt if you have the fast ones. Like right now they are faster than conveyor belt, but the moment we get the Mark V conveyor belts, trains become obsolete. As a matter of fact, they are worse than the conveyor belt by a lot because when a train loads or unloads, it cannot transfer from the conveyor belts. So, for example, you have so you have this. So it takes stuff from one conveyor belt and can unload from another. The problem is if the train is at the station, the conveyor belts freeze temporarily until the train leaves the station, until it's done. So during that time, it can cause a big issue because if you're at the limit, so for example, let's say you're transferring 700 per minute and you are using 700 per minute, if you don't already have a buffer box or something, the train will cause your machines on the other side that are waiting for the resources to just stop production. Also, now we have I'll do it real quick. So we have the better pipelines. So we go pipeline 1, 2, right, and now we can connect these bits here. Because the machines are fully done. these are producing all they need to, but the machines are going to back up with fluids, and when they do, that's when I turn the last two generators on. Because the pressure has gone down significantly. Anyways, we are going to stop here because it's just a matter of me waiting for the heavy modular frames, which is not the most interesting thing to watch. It's going to take a while. Now, off stream, when I have the time to play again, I will just redo all the sloppiness I did today, but better, instead of just having this mess here with conveyor belts just running across and whatnot. So I'll just really clean up the factory, but I think we've made some good progress. Now, thanks for watching, everyone. For those on the YouTube side, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, you know, the usual, just to help with the algorithm, and I will see you all next time, hopefully with a cleaner factory. But if I don't do Satisfactory, I might do some Monster Hunter again, because I have a feeling if I don't play soon, I'll just end up really rusty.